Sorry, that was messed up last time. Anywho, I watched a little Five Nights at Freddy's animation called The Life of an Afton Child. And I thought it, interesting. In my opinion, I could take that idea and weave it to my own little fandom story, I should say. Like, for example, if William Afton had two daughters, even though these are two different characters, Vanessa Afton from the movies, of course, and young Elizabeth before the incident with Circus Baby and blah blah blah. While I'm thinking about it, casting call for anyone who wants to join my little side project and who's a fan of Five Nights at Freddy's, also known as FNAF. You'll be going to this world, which is called, it's a perfect place for casting calls and all that. You will be going to this world called. Give me a second. Called the Business Office. So we'll discuss your roles. I won't actually record, but I guess I should really say, if you guys want to arrive here in this world, I'll make it Friends Plus, or I'll probably make it public, so anyone can join without asking, I guess. But the thing is, according to my little Google Assistant and my Echo Assistant, yes, I asked both about this project. You have to be the legal age because, number one, I have a problem with kids joining my channel because they're there for a short time because they're like fans. Take Kickmoth and Juju, for example. Those were good friends of mine for the YouTube Spirit and Danny Show episodes called the Spirit and Has-Been Hotel. So anyway, casting calls, you have to be old enough for characters such as the Aftons, I guess. You can use voiceover work if you want. Like, for example, use a voice mod in VR chat or something. I don't really know. Please comment down below if you have any reasons that you do not want to join. If this is insulting, I don't mind comments like that. What else am I going to say? Oh, and on that note, speaking of Five Nights at Freddy's, eventually, Forsaken AR Factory Reset, also known as Darkest Delivery, will be fully working, hopefully, by the end of this month on June 31st, or is it 30th? One of those days, and hopefully I can get some recorded footage out there of me playing and earning some animatronic skins, CPUs, blah blah blah. You get the point. If for some reason, one other thing I kind of want to try for our little Five Nights at Freddy's thing, starting with Fredbear and the incident of '87, with crying child, also known as Evan. I guess I should really tell you before I get really into it. When I record, my voices will be like everywhere, so everyone in the room can hear me. Is that cool? Okay, cool. Anywho, what else should I say? Yeah, this is probably gonna be my biggest announcement video yet because I want to try a little, try a little Five Nights at Freddy's fan series content here on my YouTube channel, even though the characters I originally planned for this, Spirit, Afton, and Danny Phantom, won't be in it. But while I'm on that note, I will be thinking of a custom intro or outro, whatever I feel like doing, for the YouTube channel as a whole, because you guys might be thinking down in the comments, if this guy is trying to do videos, why doesn't he have an intro like those other YouTubers like Uwap or other people? Yes, I mentioned you. Shout out to you, Uwap. Anywho, let's see. On the agenda, I will take voice actors if they're willing to do this in VR chat for fun, entertainment. It's not going to be paying. It's going to be free, fun, entertainment. I don't know how else to explain it. What else? What else? I guess we'll figure out the cast later, but I guess if you guys want to join, I will be holding, or try to hold at least every day around 3:30 p.m. my time. But if you guys prefer 3:30 p.m. EST, for example, we could do it around 2:30 my time. I'm quite flexible. It just depends on what I'll be doing in IRL. Anywho, this, I'm gonna make a little teaser so I don't spoil it. This first Five Nights at Freddy's episode I'm planning to do, hopefully this gets enough views, is the, depending on how things go with this announcement and how many comments I might get, we might start with the Evan Afton thing first, and then later on from the idea from that YouTube video I've mentioned at the beginning of this thing, we could also do the Five Nights at Freddy's style movie thing where Vanessa Afton tries to stop her friend Charlotte, but then Charlotte rescues a boy. I know it may sound like I'm saying the script from the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie, but hear me out. In a VR chat episode style, without harmful entertainment or anything like that, we could have whoever's voicing Charlotte. Was it Charlotte Emily, I think? Yeah, whatever. Mr. Emily's daughter, I think. Anyway, we'll do something about the puppet, and then if the puppet gets more dangerous and years might go by, Spirit Afton gets built by me, myself, and I'll find a creative, custom OC-like avatar for myself, I guess. It'll make it look like I'm me. I honestly don't know how this is gonna work, but I'll eventually figure everything out. Oh, what else? I guess if you have any Five Nights at Freddy's ideas, we could always go through the FNAF lore timeline. I mean, when you think of the FNAF lore timeline, there's a lot to cover. For example, there's some things in the movie that I don't really understand myself, like, why the frick, yes, I'm using that word instead of F-U-C-K, don't get me flagged, YouTube, please. Why the frick is there two Michaels? There's supposed to be one. What is this, an interdimensional mishap thing? Seriously. Well, guess what? It depends on the mood I'm going for, but I am not going to do the two, you know what? I might just do the two Michael things for the fun of it. It just depends on how it's going to work. Like, for example, we could go, here's the timeline I'm thinking of for the FNAF roleplay / VR chat YouTube episode ideas I'm going for. Here's the timeline I'm thinking. Fredbear's Family Diner, Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, and yes, I'm going off based on game lore / movie lore. So, in order from what I want to understand it, Fredbear's Family Diner closed down because of accident. After that, Five Nights at Freddy's, which is the first location with the original animatronics. And then you have, after that gets shut down, you have Five Nights at Freddy's 2, which is the second location. And we could always do a similar to how Monsters University is before time, whatever that word is for Monsters Incorporated, for example. We could always, in a way, go back in time and record some incident problems, like how the puppet became the puppet, you know? It's kind of like... And then after that will be FNAF 3, which is going to be Fazbear's Fright, then FNAF 4, depending on how I feel like doing it, and then Sister Location, which I guess is already covered because I already did the Danny Phantom crossover where he worked in Sister Location. And then you have FNAF 6, which is a Pizzeria Simulator, where Michael could... you guys get the idea. Eventually we'll work up to the security breach stuff and have their own... we're going to have our own twist on that. Anywho, what else should I say? I guess, like I said before, if you have any ideas, post them down in the comments, like of how we're going to get this done. And eventually, I want to weave all this together to make it make sense, even though I'm going to make a separate fan Five Nights at Freddy's episode playlist here on my YouTube channel. So, I don't know, what do you guys think? Please comment down below in the comments of this video. What else? I guess I should really give you a pro tip. If you guys want to voice act and you have a fun reason to do it and you enjoy my content, great. You can use your voice like... Oh, what's a good example for my voices? I can always do... if someone else does not want to do Springtrap, for example, I could always do it myself, you know, the... I always come back kind of deal. But at the same time, if we want to do the recreation of the FNAF movie, for example, like if we want the night guard to run away from Foxy, and then me as Foxy could go, you know, kind of like the movie style. I don't know, we'll figure it out. All I know is at the end of the day, for my ideas here, this will be my little fan episode idea, getting the lore all together in my own words, I should say. And speaking of which, if you guys want to do regular voices, like, for example, characters that could cross over... Oh, sorry, I don't mean to get off topic. What I mean is, at the end of the day, is everything's still going to be related to the Five Nights at Freddy's lore, which will be a bit confusing to work with, might make my brain hurt, but at the same old time, it's going to be a lot of work. So hopefully you guys enjoy this, a little announcement video. I feel like I should say one more thing to make this... I don't know. If you have any questions, please come see me in this world. It'll be public. It'll be no trolling, no making fun of people because of their voices. I'm model tone, so it's not easy for me to do females. Okay, some, like Mary from that game that's a whole different franchise, but still the same, you know. I could go like this if I wanted to. But no, let's not go that far yet, because I kind of want to do the Five Nights at Freddy's timelines first. And then after all of Security Breach, I might do Five Nights at Anime, maybe co-op with UOP, maybe. I don't know. Oh, what else should I say? Should I explain my lore in this avatar slash bioorganic animatronic thing? Nah, I'll probably explain it in person. Keeps the hype going, you know? What else? What else? I guess... What does this button do? Sorry. I guess that is all, so... This is, Spirit Afton signing off. Oh, I almost forgot one more thing. If you guys don't want to voice act in my free entertainment casting call or just for the fun of it, whether it's anxiety or anything else, please tell me down in the comments if you don't feel like doing it and you just want to watch the episodes from the sidelines. Eventually, one day, I'll get enough voice actors and actresses for my project, and hopefully we can all get together. I guess whenever you hop in VR chat, or if you have VR chat, please let me know, and I'll, whatever day I feel like doing this, I can just make a world, not record. This will be like a private thing, so I'll put out casting calls, figure out what times we're going to record. If you have Discord, then you can send me a message, maybe at Spirit Afton the 4th, which is my user. And one other thing, if things get way too crazy, like, say, 18 plus to the point where some NSFWs things start happening, that is not going on my channel, period. That is going straight to my TikTok. Now, I believe that is everything. Let me know if I missed anything down in the comments of what I really wanted to say. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out. Sheesh. When will they ever learn with the announcements? Anyway, peace out. Take it away, Velvet.
Hey there, gorgeous people. It's your girl, Velvet. If you love the vibe, smash that like, drop me a spicy comment, and don't forget to hit subscribe and ring that cute little bell. Come on, you know you wanna. Thanks for hanging out, darling.